Gemini, how's that roller coaster going? Welcome to my channel. This is Mary with Seer. This is your July second half of July reading 2020 Oracle and Tarot card. Thanks for your likes and your shares and your comments and your love and being part of my adventure and me allowing me to be part of yours. I actually have readings available, product available, all that is in the description box. So, as most of you know, I'm a Gemini sun. And it has been a roller coaster. What the heck? But it's good. Like every time I have like a challenging day, I break through another wall. So, I guess it has a lot to do with the way we look at it and how we manage the energy, right? So we're going to do a Celtic cross here. We're going to start with you and the situation. That would be Hierophant. Okay, so Hierophant reversed. This is a card of Taurus, doesn't have to be. The Hierophant represents, the way of stability. Like if we think of it, if it's represented by Taurus, just that alone is faith and belief and loyalty and all that, and that's when it's upright. But when it's reversed, and it also is about spiritual guidance. So I mean, this is a really intense card. It's interesting. You see that? This is a good tarot. Really, I mean, she's really locked into that spiritual guidance in this card, and the rituals of doing things the same way. That is the Taurus energy, doing things the same way, out the gate, reversed. So, not doing things the same way. And, in a way, not really having a plan. It's either breaking patterns, but it's also lack of spiritual guidance. So, I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to expand on that anyway. So, the next card is what crosses you, and that would be the Nine of Fire. So, this is the Nine of Wands. This is that typical tarot. It would be the wounded warrior. Like, look, I'm beat up and I'm tired, but I'm not giving up for what I believe in. What I believe in, what I am going for, what I defend. Yeah, what crosses us is not wanting to give up what we've been defending. But it may not be, we're wondering maybe we're questioning if we should continue to defend it, because this doing things the same way may not, we're questioning about whether we should do these things the same way or if we should do things different. But I've always done them this way. See, this is defending the way we've done things, so defending what we thought we wanted, yeah, exactly, that's it. Okay, so third card would be the best outcome in this situation, and that would be the world reversed. So when the world is reversed, the best outcome here is stating like, well, the best outcome would be to not complete the lesson. See, that doesn't sound good. The best outcome would be the lesson ending, even if it doesn't feel good. This doesn't sound like a good outcome, does it? We're going to leave this here for now. When the world is reversed, it's not ending the cycle. The cycle not ending. That means that we go back and we learn again. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it means that it will be repeated. So the best outcome could be that we go back and we figure out what to fix before we can move forward. Because in this particular world card, if we look at it when it's upright, you see there's a key right here. And it looks like to get to the next place, we have that. So we have the earth, the moon, and the sun with a key in it. Well, that's a portal. So to get into the next realm, the next place, the next lesson, we need to have the key. So the best outcome would be to go back and fix whatever needs to be fixed so we can get there. That took a while to work out, huh? Okay, so the next card is our foundation, your foundation, and let's see what we've got here. So the Three of Air, this is great because this is actually getting past the painful emotional pain of our past, or a plain old third party that we could have experienced, or the multitudes of the third parties that we may have experienced. Depends on what your story is. Either way, it's a betrayal of love and kind of commitment in a way. But what comes in between us and the things that we desire, the things that we love. Yep. So just in these light blue cards are kind of difficult. Just in this one alone, in this card alone, we have this angel. There's two birds right here, and she's sad. She's so much bigger than these birds, and keep that in mind. That you may be so much bigger than that third party that you're hurting from, because you're so much bigger than them. Look at that. Because of their smallness, because of their, their small-mindedness or something like that. You were always too big for this situation. Interesting, right? So there's something in here about it serving you, that it was a service to you to have betrayed your heart and saying, lady, you don't know what you're saying. But it's funny when we get away from things that sometimes they do serve us because the whole situation was beneath us to begin with, okay? Or it was too small for our expansion, okay? All right, so the next card is going to be your past. Excuse me. So in the past, but this is emotional still, so we have more cups here. So in the past, there was a lack of love, lack of commitment, not even a small one. No apologies, and just no tenderness. So this is, Page of Water is a small offering of emotion. So something was void of emotion, void of love, and void of apologies. And it could be just, it could be as easy as this too, Gemini. I'm not apologizing for my past anymore. I'm not going to feel bad about my past anymore. I'm not going to give energy to my past anymore. And that actually could include this Three of Swords. The foundation being, I'm over it. I see that it didn't serve me, and that's why I'm here. Okay, so this kind of feels like it's the same energy, doesn't it? That's why I kind of read it that way. But anyway, Page of Water saying, no more apologies. No more waiting for apologies. Not engaging in small or non-offers of love or no love. Interesting. Okay, so we're moving into the near future now. So the near future is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So the near future is a reflection of what we have not mastered, what we need to master. So this is, so this card in particular is a violin, and we have all the pentacles around. So this is the work it takes day in and day out to create this beautiful piece of art, this violin. Violins, or maybe the cello, but anyway, or a bass. But these type of string instruments are they take artistry, and they take time and patience and the right wood and the right angle and the right sound and the right glue. They take all these details that day in and day out, these people have mastered their craft. Okay? Craft. Okay. So this is mastering one's craft, one's life, one's job, mastering oneself. And so the near future, we haven't mastered that, or we're realizing we have not mastered that. Okay, I'm going to keep going. So this is you. Nine of Waters. Nine of Water. Okay, so that makes sense. So this right here could be a reflection of, I know what I don't want. I know that maybe it's in this whole, the best that can happen in the situation is if I had to do it, if I did it again, I would do it this way. So that's a reflection. And so I like that, to be in the World card. Like, I would do this differently so I could get to the next place in a positive way and not have this suffering, But the suffering is part of the journey, though. And that's part of acknowledging that. So, Nine of Water here. This is you after this. And this is good because this is saying now I know what I want because of what I experienced, what I'm willing to do over, what I wanted to do different now that I've looked at it, what I didn't master, what was beneath me the whole time, and I'm no longer going to be stuck in apologizing for any mistakes. It's not being not accountable, but mistakes are mistakes. If we learn, should we keep feeling bad about them if we changed it? We should, there's accountability, and then there's feeling guilt over something that's in the past that we didn't know then, So, Nine of Water is, it's time to think about what would truly make us happy. And it's not being a mermaid underwater, Gemini, not for me. Anyway, so the next card is the environmental or external influences. So this is the Five of Fire. This is all these things up in the air. It's worries. It's other people's gossip. It's chaos. There's chaos all around us. And it's this little angel or fairy sitting here. She knows it's there, but it really doesn't have to affect her because she's sitting there and she goes, yeah, I know that's up there. I know that's up there, but I don't have to deal with this. It's an option to engage in this energy, truly is. So maybe that's going back to seeing what you want to defend, going back to saying, I don't want to do things the same way that I did them before. I want to think differently than other people. And there's something about following your own guidance in a way. Okay, so Five of Fire, that is environmental, external influences. Yeah, the chaos around us, right? So it's finding peace within the chaos. That's what this card is right now at this moment in this reading for me, for us, okay? So, but most of all, this is your reading, not mine, okay? So hopes and fears is next. I always get something out of this, but I'm really tapping into your energy, not, whoever needs this the most. Hopes and fears. The Star reversed. And so the Star reversed is about illusion. So if I had a fear about illusion, it would be that maybe I wouldn't be able to see beyond the illusions like I couldn't before. That maybe I was going to be confused again or duped or tricked or something like that. But if I want to flip the coin on this and look at this from a positive place, then I could say, I hope that I'll be able to see past it, not fear that I can't. So I hope that I can, because of what I've learned and what I've integrated in my lessons in my life, I hope that I can see it. In fact, it just flips the energy, even though it's still a little bit unsure. It's different than fearing it. Because if we fear it, we bring it. If we hope, then hope is it's completely a different vibration. I don't know, there's something else on this one. The more positive we can stay in this hopes and fears card, the illusions and maybe not seeing what's really there, the more positive we can stay, the more we'll be able to follow our spiritual guidance. So if you're there and something comes up like an old energy, like somebody comes back from the past and say, hi, I've changed, then it would be important to sit on it, say, look, I know the right answer is going to come because I have experience, number one. Number two, I need to tap into my spiritual guidance. There is a lack of spiritual guidance here, okay? There's a bit of a blockage there. So I just thought I need to say that. We have the Nine of Water, and if you remember what you want, you can ask your higher self, will this bring me what I want? Because everyday actions bring us what we want. So if you're having trouble connecting with your higher self or the positive, like your intuition, then lay it out. It might be wise to lay it out intellectually and think, well, is this action going to bring me what I truly desire? Or is this action going to put me back in a place of fear and pain And that is pretty simple answer right there. And if that's all you can do, take it like that. Because if something is meant to be, it will be, and you will feel differently. And that trusting that you will feel differently, that makes a difference. Because the Page of Water here, this is about thinking that it was love when it wasn't. Not all people are capable of the deep love that you may be desiring, because they just don't know what that is. They don't have that for themselves. And that's learning this lesson in a different way, using your skills to weed out what does not serve you so we don't make the same mistakes. It's moving forward, but understanding that you can defend what's worthy. You just have to decide. You might have to review that periodically, because that's a place that was not being mastered in the past, and that might have difficulty mastering it in the near future. It's just like the universe is bringing you challenges to make sure you're clear on what you want. All right, so the last card in this Celtic cross is the outcome. The outcome is the Chariot reverse. So this is, I really like this. So one of these horses is the internal process, and one is external forces. So one is like a feminine energy, one's a masculine. So we think of the feminine energy is our thoughts and our emotions, and the masculine energy is our action and movement, and the actual movement. So this is also a 7. So the outcome would be to work on balancing both of those energies, your actions and your thoughts, which you need to do. That would be defending what is important to you, and the actions that will bring the wishes to fruition. So if we say we want a true love, but we keep messing with people that are beneath us energetically, then we're going to feel stuck over and over again, delayed over and over again. But if we decide that we're going to defend what we truly want, which is a happy relationship, the ultimate job, mastering our work in our abundance, then the actions that we take will be able to move forward, because both our mind and our actions will be in sync. Okay? Whew, that was complicated. Okay, so now we're just going to take a look at, this is the energy oracle cards right here. So this past little while, you may have been able to sort out what you don't want, and a lot of it's just the way we're going to look at it. Even if we're in like a negative space and we feel kind of hopeless, that even that state of mind will not help us move forward. So it's not always somebody else. A lot of times it's our internal rhetoric, so to speak. If we feel stuck emotionally or internally, then it's hard to take a step forward. So that's going to affect that Chariot energy moving forward. And the outcome is to just master that energy. So, because you master that energy, then it gives us one step closer to mastering our life. Okay, so this is the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is, it kind of reminds me of that, forgiving the past, not having shame about what happened to us, or maybe our actions too. So it's feeling worthy. You are worthy. You are a good person. Everybody makes mistakes. Our daily actions do have a lot to do with who we are, who we choose to be. But our past is something we can leave in the past. It's up to us. Let me read this one for you. It's 36. The number is 36, which is a 9. But you know how that goes. A 9 is the ending of a cycle. So, intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of a beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. And I believe this may be because this allows us to embrace who we truly are and to see our uniqueness, that nobody is like us. And that's a great place to find ourselves again. It's also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. I like it. Here's the affirmation. My second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. So, remember that any intimacy coming your way, you are allowed to be in charge of how you want it to go. It's your life. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you don't have to allow the actions of others if you do not agree with them in any way. So, Gemini, I love you. I have readings available, and let me know how you're doing. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.